You wake up one morning and notice a bruise on your arm. It doesn't go away and you start to notice other ones. Then you go in for what you think is a routine checkup, and in the end you end up getting blood tests because the doctors are worried. You are sitting in your chair at home waiting for the doctors to call. Will it be good? Will it be bad? They only discuss some of the options, and one of them is cancer, but you don't think something like that would ever happen to you. The phone rings and it's the doctor. In a grave voice, he tells you that you have leukemia, and you will have to start treatments right away to save your life. It's a whirlwind. You woke up that morning relying on yourself for the things that you need, and you're going to bed relying on complete strangers to keep you alive. Donating blood is a very serious task. It's serious for the people that rely on it. You could save someone's life. Listening to the reasons to donate blood will help you to understand why it's so important. This story is similar to my grandfather's. He waited 6 months to go to the doctor, and when he finally did, only extensive treatments would help. All the treatments he needed to prolong his life included blood transfusions, and they were expensive. They were expensive because donating blood was not very common in the 70s. He died in a few short months because he could not get what he needed. I'm going to talk about the reasons to donate blood, how you can save lives, and how it is easy to do it. There's a tremendous need for blood in this country, and that need is growing every year. Ongoing advances in surgical and chemotherapy treatments allow us to lead longer, healthier lives. However, many of these treatments also require blood transfusions as part of the patient's care. Transfusions of red blood cells, platelets, and plasma are critical to a patient's return to good health. That quote is by Mark Bronstein, a double red cell donor. When you see an ambulance or a med-flight helicopter, do you ever wonder about the patient? Do they need blood? Will there be enough blood for them when they arrive? A blood donation from you every few months will help ensure that there's always enough blood in supply. There are many reasons to donate blood. Did you know that blood has to be used within 42 days after it is donated? That means that it is important for blood collection centers to have a steady, ongoing stream of blood donors every day. Our nation's response to the cry for blood donors after the September 11th tragedy was heartwarming and overwhelming. But it's now important for people to continue to donate. We need to keep our blood supply high, not just in the event of another crisis, but also because there are individuals every day whose lives depend on it. It is estimated in the U.S. every 3 seconds a patient needs blood for procedures ranging from emergencies to elective surgeries to cancer treatments. There are 13 million units of blood transfused every year in the U.S., and the average patient who receives a transfusion uses 4 units of blood. Finally, it is estimated that 85% of the population will need a blood transfusion by the time we reach age 75. By donating blood to ensure there is enough in supply, the life we may save may be our own. You or someone you love may need blood someday for whatever reason, and you're going to have to rely on complete strangers to help you. Don't you want to be the one that helps save someone else's life? The solution to this ongoing need is to simply donate every 8 weeks and to encourage as many people as you can to go as well. There are many ways to go about saving lives. At a local high school, they host a blood drive every 8 weeks and present it to the community. That way you can teach the students the importance of donating blood early in life and how many lives you can save. You can also encourage members of the community to come out and set an example for the kids and donate blood. You can make a calendar and mark all the days in advance so that you make a plan to go every 8 weeks. You can even make appointments ahead of time so that you motivate yourself to do it. You can bring a buddy, so that way both of you have the support that you need and we get twice the donation. You can hold each other responsible to go every 8 weeks. You can visit a hospital. I was very afraid of needles when I was younger and had all the reasons in the book not to donate. My dad took me to a children's hospital and I spent the day reading books and playing and bonding with the children. I later found out that many of them were burn victims, some had diseases, and some had cancer, and they all required blood. I knew at that point that even though I was afraid, these little kids were relying on me. If you visit a hospital and see the need, you will be more likely to come every 8 weeks to donate blood. Every 3 seconds someone needs blood, yet less than 5% of the population donates blood. If everyone donated even just once a year, it would increase that number significantly. When I was in high school, I would donate my time to a blood bank, and I saw firsthand the effects of donating blood. Sometimes I would go with them to drop off the blood at the hospital. It was amazing the joy that it brought. Many people have objections to donating blood. They may feel that making sure they go every 8 weeks is just too hard. If you set an exact date and time that you go every month and a half, it will become a habit. Many people are afraid of needles and they feel that they will not be able to recover from getting their blood taken. The nurses drawing the blood are trained to make it as painless as possible. You don't ever have to look at the needle because there are other things to distract you, such as television and games. It only takes an hour of your time. If my solution is not carried out, things will have a chance of getting worse. Imagine the day that you rely on a blood donation to save your life. Wouldn't you feel bad that you didn't even help support the cause? People will continue to die because of the lack of the blood that we need. If everyone will donate blood every 8 weeks, the next time there is a tragedy, we will not have to push and push for blood donors because the blood will already be there for the use. We will be able to help anyone in the world. Blood would be available for research, and there will be less people who have to worry about their lives or a loved one's life because there will be the help that they need right away. Lives will be preserved, and people will be cared for. In conclusion, you know the importance of donating blood. It is my hope that we could all donate blood once every 8 weeks. I already have my next 2 appointments set, and I am happy to say that I have donated over a gallon of blood since I have started. If you knew that donating an hour of your time would save someone's life, would you? If your life is on the line, wouldn't you want someone to do the same? An hour is all it takes to help, so go out there and save a life.